You know, every great idea, every single brilliant piece of writing has this secret ingredient. It's refinement. It's that process of taking something that's kind of raw, maybe even a little chaotic, and shaping it until it's clear and powerful. And that whole process? Well, that's exactly what connects some of history's greatest writers to the technology that's probably sitting on your desk right now. So, what on earth could a literary giant from like a century ago have in common with the AI on your computer? Well, the answer might actually surprise you, and it all boils down to this timeless, absolutely crucial need for an editor. To really get this, we've got to jump back in time a bit, to one of the most legendary and, honestly, intense partnerships in American literature. I'm talking about the brilliant but, let's say, chaotic writer Thomas Wolfe and his visionary editor Maxwell Perkins. Their whole dynamic was just the stuff of legend. Wolfe was this raw, visionary genius, right? But his manuscripts were famously huge, just these sprawling messes of inspiration. And Perkins, he was the master architect. He'd take Wolfe's thousands upon thousands of pages and spend months, literally months, cutting, reshaping, and organizing them into masterpieces like Look Homeward Angel. And get this, Wolfe didn't just see Perkins as some guy with a red pen. He called him the mother of my books. Wow. I mean, that tells you everything, doesn't it? This wasn't just about fixing grammar, it was about nurturing a raw vision and bringing it to life. But you know, that kind of creative intimacy, it wasn't always smooth sailing. Their relationship was absolutely filled with conflict over artistic control. Wolfe eventually got pretty tired of people thinking Perkins was the real genius behind the books, and that's what led to them splitting up. It just goes to show you how deeply personal the editing process can be.
The story of Wolfe and Perkins is so fascinating because it's not just about two guys. It really pulls back the curtain on these universal truths about the essential and, yeah, often complicated role that a great editor plays.
Here's the key thing to remember. A great editor is never just a proofreader, not even close. They are a true creative partner. And that kind of partnership, it absolutely requires deep mutual trust to bring clarity and focus to a writer's vision. But, just like we saw with Wolfe, that exact same process can stir up real tension over who's actually in control. It's this delicate but totally essential dance.
Which, of course, brings us to today. The fundamental need for an editor hasn't changed one bit, but the tools we've got, oh, they've definitely changed. A completely new kind of editor has arrived on the scene.
And this new editor is accessible to pretty much everyone. It's incredibly fast, and it's available to anyone with an internet connection. We're talking, of course, about artificial intelligence.
Think about it. These AI tools can do so many of those core editorial jobs. They give you instant, objective feedback on grammar and phrasing, sure, but they can also go way deeper. They can suggest structural changes, they can analyze your writing for patterns and readability. It's kind of like having this tireless assistant who's ready to review your work 24/7.
So, does this new digital editor just replace the human touch of someone like Maxwell Perkins? Not exactly. It's much more of a powerful new relationship. Human art powered by an AI tool.
Okay, here's where this new partnership gets really clear. Human editors, they bring the stuff that, well, that requires a soul, right? Intuition, emotional intelligence, and that subtle art of finding and elevating a writer's unique voice. AI brings the muscle, incredible speed, objective feedback, and it's accessible to everyone. See, they're not really competing. They're completing each other.
And this is the real game changer. AI has basically democratized that first supercritical stage of editing. It makes the basic principles of good writing accessible to everybody, which allows way more people than ever before to refine their ideas and find their voice, often before they even need to bring in a human collaborator.
So look, just like Thomas Wolfe needed Maxwell Perkins, your ideas also need a collaborator to reach their full potential. The only question now is, in this new age of human art and AI tools, who are you going to choose?